Welcome, everybody. Ep.2 of the Longhouse. Welcome in. And tonight, I have a friend. I've got Shaun from 8-Bit Beard Co. in here tonight.
What is up, Dan? Thanks for having me on, man. What is up, everybody?
How is everybody doing tonight on this fine Friday evening? I am testing out a new little rig. I have my phone that I'm using as a webcam. I had to download a bunch of stupid apps and whatnot. So if I lag up or freeze, it's because my internet is shit.
Yeah, that's the one thing so when I streamed with a phone before, I had to download an app and then put it on my computer too or something, and then they had to sync together. And when I had a PC, now that I have a Mac, it automatically connects to my phone through the Bluetooth, and you can just screen record or do whatever there, which is pretty nice. So, but
yeah, I'm not an anything person.
I was almost forced into it because my old laptop couldn't handle all the Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator stuff I was doing. It kept crashing and it's taking forever. So it's kind of just forced into it, I guess, because it's more of a creator's computer or whatever.
It suits that better, yes.
Yes.
I will agree with that. Yeah.
Design and stuff. So absolutely.
Say hello to the few people that are in here. I know Ellie, Mark, of course, Derek,
Mr. Mark Brown, Ellie,
Daniel, if you're still in here, Ken the accountant, how's it going? Zarati. Oh, Ken, how you doing, sir? Chris is in here. Good to see you, Chris. Ray, I've been seeing him more and more show up on things.
Yeah.
Matt Foley, how's it going? Oh, Daniel is still here.
Is that his right or my right? I don't know. Who's on the right? Oh, we might be racing for who's older. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you're older than I am.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. What's going on, Jesse? Jason? God, I never get this right. Jay Esser. Is it Jason? Okay.
Yeah. So
sorry. And we got Corey. All right. Caught up. How is everybody?
Go easy on Dan. It's his second live stream by himself, guys. Go easy.
My second live stream. I had to bring somebody that was experienced in help me out.
That does live streams once every 3 months. So the experience is flowing from me right now.
So to start it off with, if you can see the banner scrolling down below, through the weekend, I got that correct, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Through the weekend, everybody, if you don't know, I am an affiliate with Mr. Shaun. Through the weekend, my code will get you 20% off of anything over at 8-Bit, excluding apparel, I'm assuming.
Correct.
I
used to have apparel in the very beginning on there, but prices the last 2 years on apparel skyrocketed, and I just, we'll do I'll do one email a year to our VIPs and give them a good discount on apparel, where I almost lose money on some of the stuff that they buy. But you support our company, then I'll shoot those emails out every now and then, just a VIP email. So.
Gotta do a little bit of a nice thing for people now and then, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Just, we don't have an official perks program yet. It's something I'm working on, but so it's just something nice where I have a list of VIPs that segment, I guess you will, through our email program. So I can shoot that email out, and
Yeah.
you guys can take advantage of some good sales. You support me. I try to do stuff, do stuff like that. And I sent one out. I think it was October last year. I think September, October, and it was a good discount on apparel, and I did lose. I mean, we about broke even on a lot of that stuff that people bought, but it was nice. You repping our brand, and so it was
Yeah.
nice. So
A little give back. A little give back.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparel is just so damn expensive because it's print on demand, and it's made by a third party in North Carolina. So
Yeah, and
it's all made to order, so it's just more expensive. What's
It's
up, Vato?
expensive. What's going on, Vato?
Damien, what's up, man?
Damien's in here. What's going on, man?
Becky, I gotta be nice to him. You know what? I mean, you're not on here to give everybody a hard time, right? So
what's going on, Cruz? Oh, Greeter. How's it going,
what's
man?
up, Greer?
Oh, we even got Anthony in here. How's it going,
See
Anthony?
what's
Hope
up,
everything's
dude?
going good.
I appreciate it. Boys' night. That's awesome.
Appreciate it, man.
You gotta
Really
do
yeah, it's
It's Chris Perez. Knock it off, man. You're gonna get people in trouble, dude. Stop it.
oh yeah, Chris is an interesting character to say the least.
Oh yeah, Jay Cruz is here. What's up, man?
Oh,
I know, man. So I'm getting ready to actually reach out to our hat guy and get some more hats on order. So I've got that on my list, my man, to get a couple different styles this time. So hats. I actually have a local guy in Central Ohio. I mean, I think he's about 30 minutes from me. He has small business, hat shop, hat and apparel. And he was able to get these hats made up for us, and hand delivered them. I mean, brought them over to me, so it was really cool. So
nice.
It's just a matter of his stock, being a smaller creator. You're not going to carry 1,000 blank hats or blank stock, right? He orders on demand as people put in their orders, and he finds the supply where he can. And I'm very picky about hats, so these are Richardsons. I'm either Richardson or the Yupong one. So, but these are all Richardson. So they just fit my head well, and it's a great style hat. The Richardson 112. Figures are 112 plus. So.
Hey, what's going on, Jay? Good to see you in here. See, I kind of stopped wearing baseball caps. I never went a day without wearing a baseball cap. But once I started growing out my hair, they look stupid on me. I guess
I mean, backwards probably be all right? Backwards hat.
I mean, I guess my wife tells me all the time that she misses me wearing my baseball cap, but like wearing it front ways, it looks stupid to me. I really hate it. But she says wearing it backwards isn't too bad, but I've kind of gone away from that to where I only wear, my beanies, or I'll wear my, my bandana.
Yeah.
Or I don't wear anything. I'm trying to get myself to be okay wearing nothing, because I used to always be really self-conscious because I've kind of got a big forehead.
The forehead gets bigger the older you get too. With the hair.
Yeah, I know. What's going on, Brewer?
Just got to get some of that powder on there so it's not as shiny. Oh man.
Hey,
yeah.
Jason.
So as long as you're not wearing your hat front ways and pulling your hair through the little slot in the back, I think you'll be okay. You might get confused from behind. I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit, I think. I don't think my wife would like that all that much either. You look like a bitch. Oh, so how has your week been going, Shaun?
I was
How's
a little
everybody's week?
nuts. It was a little nuts. 2 snow days, Monday and Wednesday, snow days. So all the kids were home, and then Tuesday we kept our 8-year-old home. Just um, played out in the snow Monday and stuff, and had a little bit of just a little more tired than usual. And when he gets pretty tired, he is not pleasant to be around. Oh, Daniel, come on. There you go.
Ah,
I'm the
yeah, you too,
balance.
Danny.
I'm the balance here, right? I got to say nice things because these comments. So it's been a
Oh,
little crazy with 3 kids home. We didn't get to make all the posts I wanted to, but that's life. Kids, family first, and they're home. So hanging out with them, half the day. They obviously at the age where they just love video games. So
oh
they're
yeah.
on their handhelds or playing video games or for a little bit a good part of the day. I did get the two older went outside and shoveled the driveway, which was nice. So
Did they do it of their own accord, or was it, hey?
they volunteered and started doing it. I was like, guys, that's a money job. I mean, our driveway, we have a decent driveway. I mean, the pad up to the house can probably park about 6 cars, and then we have a long driveway to the road. So they did the whole thing. So
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
I got to do that today too. We had a nasty windstorm. It snowed a little bit, not a whole lot, but just enough to drift. And we had some nasty 30-mile-an-hour winds, so we had some pretty bad drifting. And I have probably a 60-yard driveway.
Yeah.
And at first, wife was home with me today, and she's like, "So, you want to go clear the driveway, or you want me to?" Uh, like, I'll start, and then we'll see where we go from there. And then she got the majority of the front of the house and to the barn done, and I saw the skid loader just sitting there. And I look out, and she's in my truck because she was going to move it to do the slab that our driveway has.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at her, and she's like, and all, all I could be like, are you? She's just,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'll go out and finish it because the wind it was decently warm today. It was like 35,
Yeah.
but the wind just made it really rough.
Yeah, the older you get, man, that wind, right? That wind.
Mm.
Not
What's
cold, it's wind. Chills you to the bone.
going on, E?
But they hand shoveled it all, so it was impressive. So
It would take a week to hand shovel
yeah,
my driveway.
60-yard driveway for sure, man. Yeah, for sure.
But
But well, good luck on the job search, Ellie. I saw that. Looking for grinding to find a new job.
did I miss that
North
right
yeah,
here?
Chris Perez. My brother lives in Raleigh, and they're just North Carolina is not built for any kind of snow or ice, right? I remember when that ice storm went through there, and it just shut down everything for like a week. Like people just abandoned their cars on the highway years ago. Tennessee 2 years ago, that ice storm came through and shut down the FedEx facility in Tennessee for a week. I had a couple packages go through there, and it was just like a dead stop. Nobody was working because they don't have equipment to deal with the ice and the snow like the North
Yeah.
does. So,
Yeah, I mean, the further south you get, I know the less and less, like Texas or Florida or somewhere down there, get a half an inch and they have to shut the whole state down because they don't have anything to deal with it.
yeah.
Do I like the snow, or I'd rather never see it again? I don't mind some. I don't mind a little bit, but we've got drifts here that are taller than me, and I don't know. I like I can deal with the cold a lot better than I deal with the snow.
Beer to the north, man. You should love the snow. Come on.
Yeah,
Can't have a name like that.
I like the snow, but I hate it at the same time. It causes a lot of inconveniences.
Oh yeah. I imagine on a farm it would.
Yes, like when I got my truck stuck in my driveway in a 4-foot drift and had to pull it out with my skid loader. That was a grand old time.
Yeah, we
Or
don't.
when,
That sucks. Those snow drifts are nasty. My in-laws live in Lima, Northwest Ohio, and they deal with that snow drifting a lot. And
see you, Jay.
It's like 4 to 6 feet of snow drifts. It's crazy. So
Yep. And we get them really. There's one that is kind of in front of my barn that it got big enough to where we just left it because my skid loader can't even get into it. It's probably 8, maybe 9 feet tall.
oh my gosh.
But it's because the way my barn sits, and then I have a Quonset, and the barn sits east to west, Quonset is north to south, and
What are you
like
saying? What is that word? What did you say?
Quonset.
Yeah, what is that?
It's basically a half moon building.
Okay.
And they don't make them anymore. They stopped building them because they're safety issues. But they sit kitty corner from each other, and when the wind comes from a certain direction, it just comes like a wind tunnel in between them, and that's what builds that snow, that drift.
Right.
Hi, Chris.
Wrong channel, Chris. Wrong channel.
Happy to see you in here, you old man.
Yes, we reached the old man status, I think, right? He claims it.
He claims it. Yes, he does. Where was it?
That sucks. That sucks with the snow, but I feel like we don't get as much snow as we used to. It's just the bitter cold. So
yeah.
It's nice to have the kids get out in the snow every now and then. We got a 4-wheeler, and it's got a flat tire now, but I got to fix it. But last year I hooked up sleds to the back of it, and I was just dragging them around the yard. You look back, and all of a sudden they're gone, and you don't even see them. So far away, like, oh, oops, might be going a little too fast.
Miss doing that stuff when I was a kid. Our dad would hook a sled up to the back of a snowmobile and drag us around the farm. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Jason, this is half true. The medium beard part isn't true. The other part is, though. Yeah. And I'm saying Quonset.
I still don't know what that word is, so I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's just a dome or like a half moon shaped metal building.
Quonset hut.
It's like if you were to take it's a hut. If you were to take like a party cup, the red party cup, and cut it in half, and then just set one side. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Hey, what's going on, Ben? Thanks for stopping in, man.
Well, yeah. So welcome to the affiliate program, and I'm glad to have you on board, Dan. You've been on our top of our list for a while. Let's get back to that, right?
All right, we'll get back to that. Yeah.
Glad to have you on board. We've talked about it for a long time, and we just don't make anybody an affiliate. I like to have a relationship with our affiliates and reach out and chat every now and then, and so we have a limited number of them. So kind of wanted to open up a couple more spots, and felt like you were the right guy. So welcome aboard. Appreciate it.
I am honored.
It'll be about 20 years before you become a millionaire with our affiliate program. So don't go start I'm gonna start buying new stuff.
Hey,
We're a
20
small
years. Hey,
growing company.
in 20 years, I'll take it. I'll only be in my 50s. But yeah, when you reached out to me that day and said that, hey, we're thinking about adding you to the affiliate program, I was kind of like, what? Because I hadn't really gotten back into doing any of this yet. And I was like, I don't know. Are you sure about that? Because I don't know if I'm going forward with all this yet. But that like helped me set it in stone that I was going to continue going.
Yeah. Did you? He didn't pay me at all. I always say nice things about everybody, Chris. Come on, man.
Chris, I am being semi cordial since I have a guest here tonight.
We're we're like PG-13 tonight, buddy.
PG-13, like maybe one thing might happen that should set us to R, but we'll borderline it. Oh, yeah.
Please no. Please don't. I don't need it. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I'm telling you, if you just
I'm
gotta
sure
try
they're
it.
delicious. I'm sure they're delicious. I'm okay. I like regular stuff. I like the sloppy joes. I don't need messy Kevins. I have a lemon scent that is next level.
All right, Chris. Fuck off. See you later.
What would that be? Thriller Gorilla? I mean, it's got a sweet lemon up front.
I don't really pick up any lemon in Thrilla. I mean, Thrilla Gorilla is like my favorite scent from you. Yeah, I don't really ever get any lemon.
It's funny. It does. So it doesn't. It's starting to become a little bit more popular with the online community, but at markets, people love it.
Yeah.
It's funny. Two Town, King Koopa, Thriller Gorilla are the best sellers, and then Hammer Grow when we had it were the best sellers at some of the markets we did last year. People absolutely love it. There's a sweet lemon up there. It's a sweet lemon, like a sugared lemon on the front end of that. It just helps like take off some of the crispness of the musk and stuff like that. I mean, I have a couple citrus ones. There's King Koopa's actually has real lemon essential oil in it, so maybe that's what it is.
Not quite sure what Daniel means by this.
No.
I'm not 100% sure what we're doing good. If you want my honest opinion, Daniel?
I made Dan a custom. He said he likes pine. He likes pine, guys. Pine and cedar, likes rolling around in the dirt. So I made him a scent that was similar to that. So and sent it to him.
Yeah, I had no idea you were sending that to me either. You had asked me what I was into, and I just told you. You never said anything about, well, I'm, thinking about, making this up for you, see if you like it or whatnot. And then it just showed up one day. Yeah. I was like, damn it, Shaun.
Well, I'm not ever going to really put out a pine scent. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say never, but it's not on the top of my list. And I had some pine, and I was like, you know what? Let me mix up some of this and see if he likes it. Because
I really like it.
It's like the smoke scent. I can't do really heavy like campfire smoke. That was originally going to be our King Koopa, and I made probably 10 or 12 variations, and I just cannot stand smoke. And that's and then so I completely trashed them all. I still have all the recipes. I mean, they were good scents, but just smoke, like I love the
Ah,
smell of a campfire. I don't want to smell like a campfire. And I know a lot of people do.
I
But
like it.
there's
Yeah.
it was the same thing we did with Finish Him was and talking to Daniel about it was like lavender. I can't stand like overly lavender and like chamomile stuff. I just can't stand it. So when we made Finish Him, we wanted it to be a nighttime like calming kind of scent. Well,
Yeah.
there's some lavender in there, but it's not overpowering at all. It's more on the back end, not one of the main scents in there that I made. So
Right. I mean, I'm not hating on Finish Him at all. I don't mind it. It's actually a nice scent. It's just not in my wheelhouse of like what I really like.
yeah, yep. No, I get that. I get that.
Oh, Aldemir, how's it going? Just realized you were in here.
What's up, Alderman?
I haven't seen this guy in a long ass time.
What's up,
What's
dude?
going on, Ryan? I
We
haven't seen
text
him
each
in a
other every
long
now and
time.
We text each other every now and then. So, what is up, man? Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
thanks for stopping in, man.
But so anyway, so your affiliate, um, welcome aboard. Beer of the North 10 saves you 20% right now all weekend long. Um,
Make sure to
redid
get
our
on that.
program a little bit, so yeah. So we reformatted our affiliate program this year, so all of our affiliate codes are 10% off this year, and it's so that I can do a little bit more larger sales with some of the affiliates. It allows us to do larger sales for people that maybe don't know there's an affiliate code out there. Whereas, they're not following the channel, they don't know there's an extra code. Where 15% was kind of it was just tough with some of the rising costs and things like that. Just kind of reevaluated some of our sales that are coming up. So we're always going to have a big Mario Day sale. We're always going to have a big Black Friday day sale. So that Mario Day sale's coming up. So we wanted to do a bigger sale for people that don't know about affiliates for Mario Day, but then you can also use the affiliate code on top of that sale. So, which is nice.
You did say this year you were coming out swinging, so
yeah,
you have some big plans this year.
Yeah, we got big plans every year. It's just a matter of can I execute everything?
Can I execute them?
Get it done. So miss you too, Ryan. It's good to see you. It's good to see you in here, man. Been a while.
Oh, Vato. Some days.
I miss Vato's comment. Ray, I know Two Town did not make it to #1 this year. It's crazy. 2021. I still didn't make that post. So kids were home, snow days. I wanted to do it Wednesday and do our post. I have everything ready. Excuse me, but I just didn't get to make that post. So we'll probably do it tomorrow, I think.
What's going on, Respect? I don't know which one of you it is. But thanks
Maybe
for stopping in.
Editing YouTube videos. I'm making an effort to really push out some of our YouTube. So I edited and dropped another Lego build today. So Harrison is back.
Those Lego builds I love Legos myself, so I like watching them.
It's a lot of fun too. I fast forward through a lot of the boring stuff and add some music to it, but it's going back from a 12-year-old building Legos to an 8-year-old is quite a difference in speed of getting it done. Where you record a video maybe in 30 minutes, and now you're back to like 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, so it's Scott. So we got, like Brewer says, we got 2/3 of the respect is here.
Cool.
But yeah, I love Legos.
I chimed in. I didn't say hi to you guys last night, but I chimed in. I saw you guys had Anthony from Lit on. So hopefully that went well for you. Nightmare is my favorite. Shaun, when are we getting a leisure suit? Hey, so that's one thing I wanted to talk about tonight was with our focus on social media this year. So YouTube, kind of our evergreen strategy for YouTube. Going to be putting out videos, creating products, um, teaching, learning, and then having some fun too, right? So create, learn, have some fun. We are. I'm going to be starting a Facebook group for
Oh,
8-bit, and primarily just to share some of the amazing ideas people send me. I hate Lego specialists. Yes, yeah. Well, we have a ton of Legos, but most of them are built on shelves. I built a whole Lego table in our old house for our kids, and had like the bins, and I had lights and stuff, and we had some pretty cool displays. And we moved 3 years ago. We left that there because the owners wanted it. They were like, and it was kind of a built-in anyway. And they're like, "That's staying, right?" And I'm like, "If you give us this much money, yeah, yeah, absolutely, that's going to stay." Uh,
exactly.
but so I want to start a Facebook group because the people's character that I didn't get to do last year, 2022, will be done this year. So that is going to be a voting system. So people, you know, people who love Simon Belmont, you got
Uh-huh.
to come out in full force here, right? You got to come out in full force here. So
I'll be on
um,
that one.
So we're going to start a private Facebook group, and then we'll have. I got to figure out how to moderate it or do something with that. Dan, maybe I'll have you moderate and just throw you some money or something. I don't know, but 'cause I'm not on Facebook a lot. I shared a Facebook from IG. I don't really, my wife deleted her whole Facebook account a few years ago, so we're kind of live in IG, and then I'm expanding to YouTube. But I want to Facebook. You can have those groups and do those polls, and like
Well,
people can vote on things in there. So I really want to engage everybody that loves our brand in our Facebook group, and get the people's character freaking made. We got to get it
yeah.
made. So um, that's on the list. So hopefully I'll get that going in the next week or two. We'll start the group and start building them there. Sharing ideas, and hope may I again, I'm not great with Facebook, so maybe people can give me some pointers on what to do and how to do stuff in there. So
You might as well just do the Simon Belmont. I wouldn't even bother with voting or any of that. Just do the Belmont.
uh,
Do the whole line of Castlevania.
so that's not on our list this year.
Damn it.
FYI.
Damn it.
I know. So yeah, it's not on our list. So we're gonna release a few more. Um, I got a lot of things going on. So I'm redesigning our mainline labels to make it more crisp and more clear. So we're going to take the characters off of the butters. I'm probably going to leave a little character on the oil to the side, but make it our main logo and have it color coded so that people can actually tell it's our brand. And it's very clear and evident it's our brand, and then it's going to be color coded so they can tell things apart a lot easier. There's a lot of
Right.
things you learn doing markets, and that was really just one of them. People picking up bottles like, what is this? Like you can't read the Hero of Time and even know what it is, right? Like
Right. Yeah.
it's so small on there that you can't even read. What's up?
What's up, Luna?
So, that was one of the things to refocus on. And I kind of teased what our butter labels are going to look like. So then our oil main line is going to look like that. And Bubble Man and Nightman are coming into the main line. I wanted 16 original, but it's just too much to manage. So I'm cutting it down to about 10 or 11. And Orca's coming back to the main line. So Orca will be back to the main line. It's just a great summer. It's a great summer scent. I mean, you can wear it year round, but it's one of the, it did phenomenal for us as a limited scent last year. It was probably the busiest couple months we had was with that, and then the Shark Head release, and then we had the awesome packaging with it. So
Oh
we'll be
yeah.
bringing that back. But so we have Mega Man. I wanted to make a few more Mega Man guys, the Mega Man bad guy series. So we'll get a couple more of those limited. Um,
Every time we get talking about scents when you're on a live stream, this Every time.
So
Every
this is
time.
great. So this would be great to do in our Facebook group, right? We'll have maybe a section for scents that people would love to see, right? I don't even know how that works, but I think you can create different like topics or something, and then put a topic of "What's up, man?"
What's up, soldier?
So topics. So that would be a good one. But so I put down Castlevania for the people's character, thinking it was probably going to win based on everybody wanting it. But we'll see. We'll see. So the main line is gonna the labels are all gonna get redone. Like so, honestly, the Finish Him label, amazing artwork. We hired
Yeah.
an artist. I've only hired 2 labels out. All the other labels I've designed. Um, the Wesley label, the As You Wish, which I think we're gonna re-release that one as a fundraiser again, and then probably we'll have a butter. So a lot of the stuff was butter. So when Nightman and Bubble Man come back, they'll have butters with them also. Nightman and Bubble Man will, and then Wesley will probably have Wesley, the As You Wish one will have most likely have a butter too. And anyway, so but yeah, so we're gonna do the Facebook group and have just put in Finish Him butter. Yeah, it's fantastic scent. But you can't read shit on that label. Like the artwork is amazing. The 2 labels that we had done, the artwork is amazing on Finish Him. Like I kind of the guy I hired, I kind of told him what I wanted. I was like, I want it to look like this because the promo video we did was Liu Kang turning into the dragon and biting the guy in half, and I was like, let's do this now and kind of make it like this, and freaking killed it. But you can't read, like I tried to move the words around to like spots where you could like read ingredients, but you just can't do that. So we can't, it's just too tough to run a business and not have legible information that's required legally on there. So
Right. Yeah.
so it's a balance between, and I was talking to you about this and the labels. Like it's a balance between this kick-ass artwork and this creative stuff, and then what's legally required and what I have to have on there. And you're trying to mesh all this stuff together. So
tough to make the balance of it too, with the stuff that legally has to be on there. It has to be legible, plus keeping the artwork and keeping the nostalgic value of what your company is.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a balance, and I think we've probably leaned too far in the kick-ass artwork direction. So we're gonna scale that back, and like all the oils will be updated, so it'll be like a standard format with our oils, and then we'll still have the character on them, but it'll be like off to the side, on the and smaller on the bottle. But limiteds will still do the full artwork. When we do limited releases, we'll still do some of the full artwork, but it's going to be limited to where it can be on the bottle, just so everything else is legible and it stays with kind of our traditional format that we're going to, hopefully the final, you kind of progress as a company, and the original label, and we've made I've probably made 3 variations of our label as we release stuff. So
what's up, Mike?
Thanks
for stopping in, man.
Yeah,
glad to hear that you're a new sub. Glad to hear you're
sure.
a new customer to 8-Bit.
So it's just, it's just a natural progression of having a business, and where you start, you just can't start with everything looking amazing. You get it to a certain point, and you just gotta launch and get it out there and get people's feedback, see what you like, see what you don't like, and then you just build from there. So we're hopefully this will be the final iteration in our label design to get a standard format across the board. So when you're looking at everything, it's like that's 8-Bit, that's that scent, that scent, that scent. Then we have some limiteds that you'll be able to see characters on. Jason, I have this ready. So Wolverine's Bearded Wolverine is testing. He made a post today. I didn't think he was going to. I sent him a couple samples of.
I like the touch that he added to it too, of the shh, don't tell nobody.
Yeah. It's like, I didn't say don't do anything, but I have. I mean, It's ready. It's ready to go. He's just testing. Um, he's just testing it for me. So he didn't even know. He ran out of an oil, and he had bought some stuff, and I threw some of these testers in. So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
It's good stuff, Luna. Good stuff.
So where it is. Yeah, so it's part of our. Oh, here's the label. I already have all the labels and stuff. Like it's legit ready to go, but I just haven't. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
There you go. That's
So
a lot better.
So this is the Mega Cut Man that we have is amazing. Everybody loves it. But I wanted to make a barber shop that I enjoyed also.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't make sense that I like. So Mega Cut Man, amazing scent, amazing profile. Like I said, we went through 25, I think, different variations of balancing of scents in that with Disney Daniel, and everybody loves it. Amazing barbershop, but it's too powdery for me. I do not like all the powder in it. Okay, and we didn't like it. Just but people love it. So I wanted to make a barbershop that was not powdery, and so it's Mega Man 2.
I mean,
and this will be a limited. This will be a limited oil only right now. And originally, honestly, it was going to release in January, and I just got behind. So, and it is ready to rock and roll, but I just got to make it.
Just got to make it.
Yeah.
I am not a barbershop fan really by any means at all. Every now and then I'll pick one up from somewhere just to be like, well, maybe my tastes have changed kind of thing, and nope. I don't know what it is.
I thought you liked Avenue Blue from Hanyaker. No?
But I like Avenue Blue, but that has to me, it has almost no properties that any other barbershop that I've tried.
Yeah, I think he said he made it with a sandalwood bourbon. So that's
it's
had one
way different.
Yeah. So I originally had a nice barbershop that we had done with that, but I had checked a couple of the fragrances with the last update because I made this last summer, I think, and I just hadn't released it. And I checked the new IFRA on one of them, and it was like it went from like 12% to 1%, so I had to redo it.
This sucks, Aldemir.
Oh,
sorry.
That sucks, man. Oh, that's terrible.
See, that for me, like Avenue Blue is about the only one that's said to be a barbershop that I have actually enjoyed. Everything else, everybody always talks about this one is so good or this one is so good. And I'll maybe pick one up here and there just to be like, well, if everyone says it's good, let's ride that train and see what happens. And I always end up like, nope, not fucking for me.
Yeah, Alex the Voodoo put out a good barbershop too, and I really enjoyed. And the Goat, it's more Bay Rum, right? It's a Bay Rum barbershop, the ones that they put out. So the one that I made is more like a warm shave, kind of like that shaving cream smell a little bit more. So. But
Bearded Blonde,
yeah,
nice.
What's up, dude?
Thanks for stopping in, man.
Yeah.
And then Derek, thanks for stopping
in,
man.
So there's a lot of good themes like this where you could almost build out a whole catalog, right, of just the characters,
Just the
right?
characters. Yeah, you could.
Like, do you do one whole set or do you do all the characters? Originally at some point I wanted to do the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line, and I wanted to do a 3D print of their weapons for each bottle, right? That we did. So like you have the
Ambitious.
bow, you have like the bow, and the bottle would sit in the middle of it, right? And it'd have the bow to align with the artwork, and like the katana blades or the nunchucks, that kind of stuff. So again, like the ideas are infinite, but it's just about me trying to execute all of this. So that's originally why. What's that?
You don't want to bite off more than you can chew, though, kind of thing.
Yeah, and yeah, especially since I'm trying to work on some YouTube videos too. Also,
I'm guessing that's Ryan and Morgan. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy.
So you have all these ideas and how awesome they are, but it's just like, again, about executing. Like, you can't do everything, and like the kids are going to be home this summer, right? So I don't want to spend all summer just like
working.
Yes, we're building a business, but I do, like, the kids are only kids once, right? You want to work almost half days in the summer, and then the other half of the day you're outside with them, doing whatever, playing with them and hanging out with them. So there's just a lot of really cool ideas, and it's just a matter of like executing them. And if I just did one scent, if I just went and bought a fragrance and dumped it in a bottle, I could pump out a ton of this stuff, right? And with the artwork, but I don't do that. I blend, I blend a bunch of different things together. So, and always have. We're not. I've said this from the beginning. We're not a scent of the month company. That's just
right.
not the format I can handle. I just can't handle that format. So there's a lot of companies that are able to do that and blend and come out with some really cool stuff, but I just can't. That's just not in my repertoire. I like to make stuff, sit on it for a little while, test it out. Some slight variations, like with that Mega Cut Man. We made so many because I think we picked 17 or 18, but I kept going because I was like, well, let's see where all this shit goes. And it was way too far. I was like, okay, we're back to this one.
I need to tone it back.
Yeah, we're sure it's this one, So
yeah, it's just as a creator, especially depending on how anal you are about things, everything takes more and more time the more, I don't know what the word, I can't think of the word. Everything takes more and more time the more meticulous you are about it.
Yeah, and I probably, to a point, I probably need to be a little less meticulous. My wife sometimes like, it's fantastic, just put it out there, like, stop nitpicking about, I forget, I read something or heard something like, you're 95%, most people, is most people's 100%, right? Like, you were trying to, this perfectionist, and that's never going to be perfect. Just like when you make candles or when you do something else. What's up, Travis?
What's going on, Travis?
Most people will think it's 100%, even if you think it's only 90 or 95%, right? It's you ride this line between perfectionism and you'll never really attain it. That's like with these labels. That's why we've gone through so many iterations of the labels. Like, I want to tweak it here, right? So you just got to get it out there, and then you move with the growth of the company. So
there's a lot of things that I'm very meticulous and perfectionist about too. Even just doing like my videos, and when it even comes down to like the thumbnails that I do for stuff, it's like, oh, I could do it this way, or I have this vision in my head, and it's like, well, how do I get to that? And everybody's way of looking at it is, I've got people that I've asked for advice, and they're like, just do something, be good with it, and put it out.
Yeah,
but that's so much easier said than done.
Yeah, so I framed houses for 3 years, 3 or 4 years. I mean, I was talking to my wife about this. I've worked since I was probably 13 or 14 years old. I worked through high school, carry out. What's up,
What's up,
Nicholas?
Nick?
Derek,
Oh,
shoot me a message, man. I might be able to make you. Um, I might be able to make you a hammered bro. I gotta check to make sure I got it. I got some um, labels, but
what's
I
going on,
can.
Daniel?
I think I have some of the fragrance left. So it's just a matter of do I have any more of the labels. So and the
We
butter
were
label got updated because the butters were new. So next year, when we do this fundraiser again, the oil label will be updated to match the butter, and it still will be character based because it's a limited seasonal. So, um, sorry, what was I talking about?
yes, it
Oh,
has,
I
Daniel.
framed houses for 4 years. You know, for 4 years right out of high school. And you're framing, rough framing. I rough framed houses, so all the walls, and we put windows in and doors in and built stairs and all that kind of stuff. But um, I never forget the first, couple months I'm there. You're trying to line up these 2x4s perfect. You like to put a nail. You have a nail gun. You like lining them up. You want the outside edge to be exactly perfect with the top plate because you build the wall flat on the ground, right?
Yep.
And then you stand it up for people that don't know. So lining it up, and the guy is a small carpentry company that I work for. He's like, "What the hell you doing? Building a Swiss watch over there? Just nail the son of a bitch together." And I'm like, what? So your perfectionism has to come with the trade you do too. Obviously, when you're building space shuttles, you need to be within tens of thousands of tolerance, right?
Yeah.
To exact. But
Too
when you're just
exact.
rough framing housing together, yes, it needs to be square. Yes, it needs to be, lined up. But if it's an eighth inch over one way, it ain't gonna matter, right? You,
Yeah.
you just bang it with your hammer and kind of shift it over because the weight's all on the top down, right? As long as it's it's just one of those. So you design or build based on the profession. So I need to scale that perfectionism back because I'm not building a Swiss watch. I'm not building a space shuttle, right? We're designing scents
Yeah.
and products. So I don't need to focus so much on the R&D. Like sometimes I go a little too far. So that's a lesson. You learn these lessons as you have a business and release products and build stuff. So
I went through that with my wife's father when we had a really bad. Uh-oh.
oh, there you go. Oop, he's back.
Okay.
Phone dying.
I don't know if my phone's dying or if I just got a shitload of messages on it, but he's a carpenter basically. He built
Yeah.
cabinets for a living. We had a bad windstorm that took down one of my doors on my barn. Well, we couldn't just leave it open for the winter time because we have stuff that we store in there and whatnot. So we asked him if he would come over and help build the door, right? Because we couldn't get anybody else to come do it because it's an old barn. They wanted us to
Yeah.
spend thousands of dollars to put in brand new roll-up doors, and we are like, "Oh, fuck you." So he came over and he's like, "Okay, you're going to help me frame this out and we'll build it." And he's measuring and he's marking stuff and he's like, "Okay, you put screws in." And I'm like, this is kind of off. And he's like, "Who gives a shit? Just put the screw in there." I'm
Yeah.
like, all right. I'll let it go with that. And it was funny because he's done it for 40 years.
Yeah.
And he just kind of like, it doesn't matter. It's a rough frame door.
Yeah, it's rough frame. So rough framing is completely different than finished carpentry, right? When you're putting baseboards in and stuff, and even that can be finagled a little bit, right? You're putting trim pieces up, and especially if you're painting over them. If they're stained, it's a little different, but especially if you're painting over them.
Yeah.
I am not thinking, Nicholas. I'm not thinking of making Tecmo Bowl year round. That will be seasonal, and I'm not even sure it's on the list to come back for next year. So that'll have to be something if we do in the Facebook group. You know, maybe we have a vote or something if we do a limited run of Tecmo. Because I'm working on an anniversary scent for next month. So our 2 years of our rebrand is February 21st. So I was working on something with that, which is going to be a Mario Party themed release.
Oh, welcome back, Corey.
Yeah, welcome back.
We're going until Shaun decides he needs to start drinking.
I told Dan if we go too long, I'll have to go get a beer or something. So. And now I'm just drinking water. But we had some cool stuff planned. I thought about doing. I've been wanting to film a commercial for a while, and I've had this idea for like 9 months, and I'm really excited about it. But it's the execution. Like you're making product, you're designing labels. Like I writing some blogs. I just redid some of our sample packs on our website. So now you can pick like our smaller pack is now $15 instead of $12, but you get to pick all 3 scents. And there's 5 in the first group, 5 in the second, 4 in the third, because the website only has 100 variations you can choose from. And then we now all 11 of our scents are in our mega pack instead of the 8 original. So that price has gone up a little bit because we're adding 3 more scents. And now I'm just putting full size unscented butters in there, 2-ounce butters, instead of messing around with these little 1-ounce tins. It's okay, but I just don't feel like the experience is the same when you get the product right as a sample versus a 2-ounce. Like instead of these little 1-ounce tins, it's going to be in a full 2-ounce with some other options. But no, we're working on it.
Thanks for stopping.
See you later, E. Thanks for hanging out, man. Been up since 2:30. Ooh, it's rough.
But yeah, and people also, from what I understand, that UPS or prices for the mail basically are going up. I've been
they went up. They went up Monday. I sent a story out about that. UPS raised their rate. USPS raised their rates at least 5 to 8% on all shipping. Now there's one thing you learn about too is just shipping. Pink Peach was mainline, but is seasonal now, and it's not on the list for 2023 to come back. So you might have to get in a trade group for that. I probably I don't want to promise everybody I can make all these custom scents on a live stream, but depending on where we fall, maybe we'll make some more. I was going to make a few more candles of the Pink Peach, so maybe I can hammer out a few butters and oils too. But yeah, peach people really love that peach. The candles were amazing too. The candle scents I made some wax melts also. So.
Yeah, people need to be expecting. I've seen a lot of stories from a lot of companies actually of, prices are going to go up because of the shipping rates going up.
Yeah, I mean, so you think about, well, you're just shipping it to me. It's only 5%, but we get raw ingredients delivered to us. So we have the shipping costs for just raw ingredients going up also. And when you're a smaller company, you can't buy huge quantities of things to just try to save on shipping costs and get a lot less shipping throughout the year. Just, when you reach a certain point of efficiency where you can do that, but a lot of the small companies are just not able to capitalize on a lot of that stuff. So
it's not quite in the budget.
Right, where you might be buying 3 months of supplies at a time, or maybe you buy all your bottles, your oil bottles. That's not a big deal at a time, but your packaging, you ship in. I ship in cardboard boxes. Just from a storage standpoint, I couldn't store all the boxes. I'd have nowhere to store them. Working in a smaller, 20 by 20 space here. So.
What's up, John? Thanks for stopping in, man. And then we got this fucking dickhead too.
What's up, Joe?
How you doing, Joe? I hope everything's going all right, man. Yep.
You know.
There you go.
Yeah, peach has got that peach is peach, papaya. It's amazing some of the stuff you get in bottle and then you get it out of the bottle and warm it up. Finish him's like that too. You smell finish him in the bottle or even Mega Cut Man and you get it out of the bottle and warm it up and the scent just really changes a lot and takes over. Everett loves peach. That's his favorite scent of ours is that peach one. The Dage page.
The Dage page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, so shipping's going. I mean, shipping's going up. You know, it's 5 to 10% depending on what you first class priority. You know, I think was 8 to 10%. But we changed our shipping on our website too. That was something that it's just lessons learned, right? I used to try to include shipping and give everybody discounts and affiliates, and it just, you know, I was under wholesale at that point. And so then we went to a $5 flat rate, and you know, people buy a combo, and I'm spending $6 or $7 shipping it, and only charging $5, and trying to absorb that, and then I went to $5.99, and now it's just you're gonna pay whatever I get charged. Like if you order one oil, it might only be $4.50. You order a couple things, it might be $5.50 or $6. You know, you order, you know, I'm shipping candles and soaps, heavy items, you know, and paying $9 or $10 shipping and only charging, you know, $5 or $6. It just, I think we ended up losing about $1,400 in shipping last year between what I paid versus customers paid. So
it's ridiculous. So it's
Mark, you bought them. Yeah, you love that pink peach and then Blue Devil candle, man. I think you were our number one number one buyer of that Blue Devil, which I haven't made any of those for a few months. I probably need to make a few more and just kind of be done with the labels and kind of out of that design. I went to a new design, right, with our labels on our candle line too. So
yeah, when you when you're calculating it out, I'm sure that it's tough to see that loss, you know, and just in shipping.
Yeah. And I talked to Corey about shipping quite a bit because, like I said, when we first started, I was including shipping in the price. But as we added more products, it became a lot tougher to try to figure costing out. So then we separated it, made it $5, and that was still not through half the year. And then I made it $5.99 the other half of the year, and we still lost $1,400 in shipping costs. Which is a significant number. You know, I made a video about our sales for last year on our YouTube channel. So, you know, I kind of break down our overall sales for 2022. So,
Yeah.
if you're not go sub and check out the video. But, yeah. So then I was talking to Corey about it. He's like, man, just charge people what they're gonna pay, man. Just go to, you know, instead of trying to balance between, you know, larger orders and smaller orders and kind of and that's what you're going to order. This is what the shipping is, and that's what I get charged. So,
yeah, you gotta gotta account for what's. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're just you get charged whatever I get charged.
Yeah,
so.
Like any other business.
Still offer free shipping on sample packs. So if you buy a 3 sample pack, it's free shipping. If you buy the big pack, it's free shipping no matter what the price is. So free U.S. shipping. So yeah, so Mark, that would have been priority then. So Mark, you would have shipped that priority, which is usually around $8 or $9. So. The next one. No. Finish him's a main line. So the only thing I do is I put a limit on our butters. I put a limit on our butters for just because it takes a couple days to make those. So if we sell out of butters, then they're out until I make a new batch. But oil should be fine.
What's going on, Diablo?
It says I think, yeah, there should be finish in there. Yeah, finish him's there. Yeah, we're good.
Diablo wants a candle.
Of what?
I'll finish him.
Oh. So okay, I don't have those. Yeah, Corey. Yeah, you gotta pay the shipping, and it's just a lesson that you learn in business is you try to just trying to do too many things, and we lost $1,400 last year in shipping, so we just can't. I can't do that. So you're gonna pay. I mean, I'm gonna lose a little bit of money here and there because I'm gonna do our free sample packs. Right? You buy a large sample pack. I'm going to pay $8 or $9 to ship that to you. You're paying 65 or 70 bucks. Almost $10 of that is going to be shipping costs, and the materials are shipping. Okay, so and then the 3-pack I ship in a bubble mailer just so it's cheaper. But that 3-pack still costs $4 to $5 to ship it. A 3-pack of lettuce.
Fuck you too, Carrie.
So we are going to lose a little bit still, but it's hopefully not going to be where it was. So. And Corey keeps telling me, he's like, just charge shipping on those sample packs, man. God, what are you doing? And I'm like, no.
Right. Thanks for stopping in, Joe.
So. Thanks, Joe.
Like I said, hopefully everything works out, man.
Yeah. They told you 6 days, but I missed something. Yes, Corey is exactly right. It is a lot about, well, shoot, I shouldn't do that anymore. We can't do that anymore. We can't do that anymore. That was such a cool idea. Can't do that anymore, though. I almost cried. We made those really awesome limited edition packaging in July when we released the Orca. It looked like a retro Nintendo, and we got through about half of the bundle, and then my son overflowed the tub, and the water ran down, and the packaging soaked it all up. I lost about half of them, and they cost probably $3 a box to make.
Yeah, I remember you were not happy about that at all.
I literally almost cried because I could, it was such a cool thing that we did, and they were ruined. And I really wanted to save them for Christmas and do a special bundle at Christmas and stuff. And it was just it took me a few days to get over that.
What's up, Chris? Yeah, Corey. Yeah, he did. It's our way of showing love to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be in your best interest not to end up in jail. Joe, keep it together.
I'm trying, Carrie. I want to be more transparent than ever this year with stuff. So that's one of the focuses of our YouTube channel is kind of transparency. Obviously, not giving formulas away or anything like that. But by the way, we're going to be launching a killer balm. I know balms are not popular on the online market. Balm, BALM. But I just finalized this recipe for a balm, and it's freaking amazing.
To me, balms have their spot too in the world, I think, and
yeah, markets love them.
I mean, for me, I would think that balms work a lot better for a beard like your size. That the shorter business beard, to me, balms would love. I know when my beard was shorter, when I was first growing it out, I enjoyed balm. But now that now that I've got it as long as it is,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like balms at all because it makes it feel like stuck.
Yeah, I can.
Makes it feel a little bit solid. And I don't know if I really like that feeling.
Yeah, it's a nice firm balm, but you push on it, man, and it's just like it's so smooth. Oh man, yeah. I was talking to Corey about this earlier. He's like, dude, stop talking about your balm, man. What are you doing? Like it's just so smooth and it just melts down so nice, just like our butters. He's like, dude, I'm gonna report you. Stop it. Stop talking. But yeah, so we got a lot of cool things coming up. So balms are really good for the markets. I had a lot of when we were doing markets, people were asking about balms a lot, like because you encounter a little bit more business beards, in some of the markets you do, and a lot of consumers. So that's right, balm lives matter, baby. So we'll have a nice balm and in these tins originally. So and we'll match some of our new labeling. So these will probably come out summer with some of our new labeling and stuff. But been working on that recipe for a little while. So.
Is this really what he said to you?
He did. He said that to me. He said that to me because I was like, "Ooh, this balm is so nice. It's so firm right on top, and then as you get down a little bit, it's so soft and smooth. And you just put a little bit in your palm, and it starts just melting instantly. You get a little twirl, and man, it's so soft and smooth, velvety, so nice.
When you rub it right down to the base, man, it just
glides through the beard so smooth.
Oh god, that's funny.
I appreciate that, Jason. Let's see.
Have a good night, Morgan. I've tried to tell Ryan he needs to grow his beard out. It's all on him. It's all on him. Oh, it's funny though.
So yeah, I've been working on that recipe for a little while. I think that's the 10th variation of it. Just the consistency. You first try to look for consistency to make sure it's just not mush. There you go.
Oh, that's funny.
So it's every now and then you knock something out of the park, and I think these balms are gonna do very well. So people are gonna like them. It's a balm with benefits. That's right. You guys know how good our butter is, how smooth it is. This balm is right up there. It's firm, but then it melts down super soft. So
it's firm, but once you give it a good rub, it'll melt down real nice.
That's right. Velvety smooth. Diablo, yes, David, thank you. I heard that the audio for that reel I did, and it really hit home. Mike, get to know the owner on in the Longhouse, Beer to the North.
Oh, some good stuff.
Anyways,
some good stuff.
That's not a bad idea, Corey. When I start making ads again, we're gonna move off.
This is gonna keep going for a while.
Yeah, probably.
David
Diablo, thank you for the inspirational comment or whatever. The that reel I made, really, I heard that audio. I don't even know when it was, and I usually say I have hundreds of audio saved on my phone, from different things, and about making stuff and.
Oh man.
I heard that and I was like, man, that's so true. Just with, you know, you I've been doing this since summer of 2019, you know, unofficially, officially, whatever. And I mean, legally, yes, but under a different name, and for the fall when we officially launched, or late 2019, but really 2020. So you just learn a lot. You learn a lot, and you have a lot of doubt when you're making stuff. Even a lot of self doubt as a two bombs, baby, two bombs. um,
Ah,
you could just have a lot of self doubt and just rough days, right? Rough days. You're like working on an old laptop, and it kept crashing trying to design these kick-ass labels we did the first couple years, and there you go, Balm After Hours. Um, first couple years, this is very frustrating, and then you get to the point where it's just like I can't handle another setback, and then your sun overflows the tub, and it ruins all of your custom made packaging that cost a fortune, and you just want to curl up in a ball and cry, right? I mean, you have days, and it's like, what am I doing? Is this worth it? What am I building? That kind of stuff, and ultimately, you make a decision. I want to encourage anybody that wants to start a business to start a business, but you have to really love what you're doing, because if you don't, then those days will eat you up alive. And like that audio said, Diablo, like sane people will quit because it's just not worth it. It's just, you run into so many heartaches and stuff. It's just not worth it. But, you know, and you have rough days, and you get inspirational messages from people about the products, people sharing your stuff. Um, I've got a couple emails in here that I haven't been able to respond to about our products, and it's really uplifting to get that kind of stuff. Um, Not necessarily, I don't want to say you need it, because you're trying to inspire yourself and do stuff yourself, but it's it is much needed affirmation that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? And by the way, I save, if I don't share those DMs. um, I think I actually shared one with Corey. He said, man, they haven't tried my stuff yet. Like, come on, man, what are you doing? No, I save a lot of those DMs. I have a file of some DMs sent to me that I started, that are just like messages from customers, just how much they love the stuff, and it's really cool to see, and it helps. Like I said, it just affirms what you already believe in yourself, and what you think you can accomplish and stuff. Is there failure? Absolutely, there's failure at times. Launch a scent you don't like. Honestly, I thought Mega Cut Man. I wasn't sure. I was not sure if people were really going to like that scent.
no,
I was not sure. Um,
you got to take that risk.
yeah, you got to, and people absolutely freaking loved it. Absolutely loved it. So
The ones that you are second guessing yourself on are going to be the ones that hit.
yeah,
It's what I try to tell myself with that too on some things. Even, I mean, it's like with everything in life. It's not even just trying to do a business or whatnot. Kind of like what Carrie says here, with every high comes two lows. Sometimes I feel it's 3, 4, or 5 even. But, even just doing content, it's takes me forever to even want to put something out, because I like, that perfectionist side of you is like, God, I'm just second guess. I don't know if this is going to be that good.
yeah,
And then put it out, and all of a sudden it's like everybody and their dog sees it and everybody loves it. You'll have your one or two haters that just hate everybody and everything, but you hear some of the stuff from people that say, hey, that was, I really enjoyed that. Just hearing some stranger even just be like, hey, I really liked what you did here. Just to hear that can be like the push to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. It I like I said, I heard the audio and I was like, man, if this ain't the truth, and who would know that, more than Steve Jobs, with everything he did. He revolutionized the entire industry. Um, and even as a small, company entrepreneur, it really hits home. It really hits home. I say that, and I have no intention of stopping. We're doing this. I said to myself that hell or high water, I am. There's a fire inside of me that's going to make this work. So, I owe it to our youngest son who passed away, who kind of put us on this path. Without him, we wouldn't even be sitting here talking. Honestly, he shook up our whole lives and really made us step back and think about what we were doing with our lives and what we wanted to accomplish, and kind of derailed our family from the current path we were on. And yeah, there was some trial by fire. There's been a lot of trial by fire there in the derailment, but ultimately, it's to a better place. So
no, I view the last couple of years of my life in that same way. With both my parents passing within a year of each other, and with how tight knit our family was and everything that was going on for us, that drastically changed some things for me too, and made me reassess how I wanted my life to keep going. I spent about half my life working in a factory making some other asshole a shit ton of money for pennies. And I decided, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to I don't want to live this slave way. And my dad every day it hits me on what he said to me one day when we were sitting in the shop. We had just gotten done working on the planter, and I had just started a new job at a factory, and he handed me a beer and he's like, so how do you like your new job? And I really like it. I make decent money and whatnot, benefits, the whole spiel and stuff. And he's like, oh, that's good. One day you're going to want to do it for yourself and not for somebody else.
Yeah.
And that still rings true in my head every day. And that's why when he passed and my brother was, for lack of a better word, shitting bricks on what he was going to do with the farm, I said, I'll quit my job and I'll hop in this with you. However, what way we can, we'll make it work. Because he was very intent on, I maybe don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to try my damnedest to make this work to keep Dad's legacy going.
Damn, that's everybody, man. That's everybody. When you're doing something like this, like, I don't know, like mixing carrier oils, and you don't know what you're doing, and you figure it out while you're doing it. That's almost everything in life, right? I mean, you can get training and do all this stuff, but like, you're starting a business or running your own farm or your own company, man. Especially if it's the first time you've done it. Like, I've never made a bomb before, right? I've never made a bomb before. So I started making a bomb. I had a good foundation with our butter recipe, right? And kind of knew where I wanted it to be, but it's just about doing it. So
how's it going, Tyson?
What's going on, Tyson? So
yeah, it's.
And do you regret taking the farm over?
Hell no. I mean, it's
maybe on the snow days. I don't know.
Oh no, the snow days don't matter because we're not doing anything. It's there's going to be trial and times where, like we got lucky this last year. We didn't have a lot of hiccups, so to say, or bad shit happen, you know. But we know that farming is a gamble. You know, some years it's going to be, oh, the markets are just shit, not going to make any money, and it's going to be a rough year, kind of thing. I mean, my dad went through that. My dad, when the first year he started farming, he almost went bankrupt.
Yeah,
because it was
farm's
that bad.
expensive, dude. Yeah.
So we know there are going to be bad years. We know there are going to be good years. It's just staying in it. And as long as my brother wants to keep doing it, I'll be right there next to him doing it in whatever way I can.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
and I'm like, I love working with my brother whenever we get to. So we always just hammer shit out, man. You know, I mean, we get together and it's just, I don't know if you're like that with your brother or not, but like we tackle any project together. My dad always wondered why we never started a business together, you know, because we could just get shit done, you know. But we live a few hours apart, so it never just worked out. Never worked out. I actually wrote a business plan on opening a brewery back home, and yeah, we're actually talked about it a lot because he does a lot of sheet metal work and stuff like that. But yeah, different life, in a different life, maybe not this one. So
yeah, it was one of those things with my brother where it was, my parents didn't even really want us to farm together or work together because my dad had such a bad experience with the guys that he went into business with farming and stuff that he didn't want that to happen to me and my brother.
yeah,
You know, working with family can be way more stressful than it is with just working with, you know, random people.
yeah.
But I don't know, my brother and I aren't that way. Excuse me, I don't know, I have a lot of respect for him. And it's like one of those, it's that family thing where I don't care how pissed we get at each other, how shitty things get. I'm still going to be there to have your back.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I don't know.
It's funny. Speaking of farms, we're watching Field of Dreams currently with our 8-year-old. We took that big camping trip in summer of 21 and went out to Field of Dreams, and for some reason he wanted to watch it again. But you know, he plows his main crop, man. You know, building that damn field.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a loner's job, profession, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And that I am very much of.
I'd say most. Yeah.
My wife tells me all the time, how can you just sit out here in the tractor for hours on end and not even listen to the radio?
I'm filming TikToks, babe. What do you mean?
Sometimes I'm filming TikToks, but the majority of the time I'm just sitting there listening to the tractor. Lost in my own head.
Yeah.
I just enjoy it. Same way anybody else enjoys their profession.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, Corey said earlier, I got two new melters back here, so let's start kicking some ass. They can each hold 35 liters, which is way more product than I need to make. But see you later, Mark. Thanks for hanging out, man. I missed Corey's joke, but I don't think I need to hear it again, do I? If it's not that good.
I must have missed it too.
Maybe I'm just
this one? Ah, this one.
Corey, whatever. You got good reviews, Corey. Our reviews shot up too. Like I think we have almost over 400 now, or something like that. It's pretty nuts, but just validates, that's another validation sign for people stopping in and coming to the website to see reviews of products and stuff like that. And, so those help. So if you ever buy anything from us, that verified review really helps. So,
That's
and I
one
don't
thing
care
I
if it's
fall
bad.
short on.
I leave up all reviews, whatever the review is, that's what it is, man.
I fall short on that, and I always, as many products as I have bought over the last 4 years, I don't think I have ever left a review on a website. And I'm a piece of shit for that, but
Well, it just depends on the product. So and if you get a review, like I bought something from Corey at the end of the year. We were all buying stuff from each other. I don't know. I never got a review from him, but I got one from Johnny Ray. So I don't know. I did one for Johnny Ray. I think Corey did one Corey did one for me. Corey, I never got a review from you, so you might want to go back into your review log and resend it to me, dude. Unless I went to spam. These are yes. Only my balms do that, Corey. Come on. Only my balms. Yeah. So we were doing. I mean, I had a pretty good incentive there for a while. I was doing 20% off coupon code for reviews. Yes, they are. They are, Carrie. Those are. I got them at the end of the year. Free shipping. End of the year sale. Bought them December 31st. Just to make sure we lost money last year. I bought more equipment. I
can't show a profit.
I don't want to pay any taxes.
Can't show a profit. Gotta fuck the government however you can, since they're really good at doing it to us.
So I wanted to make sure we were well into the negative. So, I got a couple melters because I've just been using this little guy for everything. This little Presto pot, man. It doesn't even have a spout on it. I've been picking that son of a bitch up and pouring it into containers. Not the little butter containers, like my mixing that I put my fragrance in. And I always waste butter when I was doing that because I didn't want to spend $100 on one with a spout. I was like, I could put a spout on there if I really want to. I got all the equipment to do it. But I didn't. I bought that $30 melter. That little shit's been cranking out all those awesome butters you guys enjoy. And he's not retired officially because, in small test batches and stuff, I'll be using that. So Carrie, I got 2 of them because I do candles and wax melts in one, and then balms and butters will be in the other one. So I'm not going to cross streams here to send everybody to the apocalypse. So candle wax is going to stay separate from our our beard and body care. So yeah, I have not even fired them up, man. I just so busy. I think I set them up last week, rearranged the shop a little bit, moving some tables around, and I even got the little neoprene jackets for them too to stay nice, warm, and cozy. But I'd probably burn my house down if I put those both on high on the same circuit. I think they each run up 2,000 watts or something like that. For that's like 2 giant space heaters plugged into the same circuit. But that's funny because I am my own accountant. I have a CPA do our taxes, but I am an accountant by trade, so I do all our own bookkeeping.
I know that's what. I didn't quite.
If you have a shelf to put those on, because I need to get a shelf or something to raise those up a little bit, just so I can get a container under the taller candle container. These taller candle containers that I have here underneath the spigot on it. So I just need to find something to raise them up.
I always, when I didn't quite understand that whole side of things, my dad would he'd get like a new tractor or a new piece of equipment or something, and I'd ask him, well, you already have one that works, why do you need to get another one? And always tell me, because I'd rather buy something for myself than give the fucking money to the government.
I mean, eventually, that's not going to be the case. But last year, just to make sure we were well over the edge, I went ahead and maybe I had a couple whiskeys in me, and I was like, I'm gonna just do it. I'm tired of this little pesto pot. So yeah, it'll. I can actually make more butters than Corey, even though he's 4 times as busy as I am.
Just because I can.
But you know what? I got a candle. I'm making larger candles, and we're gonna, really start putting out some other candles and wax melts. So, I was literally melting one tin here of wax every time, and I could it only holds 30 ounces, so I'm making 3 large candles at a time, or 4 to 6 small candles at a time. When I make a batch of 24 candles, it was just taking all day to melt the damn wax. And so these are just going to speed everything up, where I can just do days of production and then, be done for a little while. So, yeah, I was walking around on my phone like, man, this is a great price and it's free shipping. Should I buy these? Should I buy these? We really need them. I've been looking at these for like 7 months. I got them for $200 each, free shipping. So it was a freaking steal.
It was, I have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
That's right. You know how many gift cards you gave away last month? That's funny.
It's like the wax melts that you sent me of the custom that you made me worked really great for making the house smell like the Christmas tree.
Yeah. Yes.
Worked really good.
Which is your favorite scent, apparently. So
yes.
I mean, it worked out perfect.
It worked out fantastic.
Yeah. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Corey got Corey's got a lot more space. He's got a big shop, so he has a big melter, and his is very nice, low profile, but it takes up a bigger footprint on the counter. And I needed something that, because I was going to get 2 of them, that wasn't going to take up. If I got 2, it wasn't going to take up the whole table. So I needed the taller one with a smaller square footage footprint at the bottom, so I had more room to operate. But I was looking at the melter Corey had for a while. I just
couldn't bring yourself to it.
No, not for that price and what the volume we were doing. So, like I said, this little guy, it can pump out 96 butters at a time if I really need it to. So, which is plenty for what I was doing. But
yeah, sometimes what's the point of having something that is far more than what you actually need?
Because you want to grow into it. So I plan on I wanted to double our business volume this year. So this will make me a lot more efficient, where we'll be able to expand our candle line. We're going to be making balms in our scents. Like I said, we're going to be adding Nightman and Bubble Man butters. So we'll have, a solid line of products. We'll have a solid line of products. So.
Yeah.
But, so where are we at here? What's the time here?
We are at hour and 40 minutes.
Ooh-wee. You guys got any questions? I think we've covered a ton of stuff.
Yep. I was starting to get to the point of probably Shaun's bedtime, so we should start wrapping it up. Anybody have any questions for Shaun or myself? Feel free to ask.
Bubble Man butter will be coming. I haven't decided if I want to release that earlier with the new label on the butter, or kind of wait for a few months till more of a spring. So May, June, July kind of thing, spring, summer. Release it then with all of our new label line. And I am tinkering with our blend a little bit. So been working on a new blend for about 5 months. So
I had a question for you,
yeah.
and it's game related. Do you play any modern games like, Xbox, PlayStation, or are you like specifically retro stuff?
PlayStation, new
You,
PlayStation stuff. Yeah, I
you
play
have
new
a
stuff. So there's a period where we have a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 9-year-old in April. So there was a period there where I really didn't play games a lot at all for like
yeah.
10 years. I mean, we played some Nintendo stuff, but yeah, PlayStation. I have a PlayStation 2, a 3, a 4, uh, and all the Nintendos. But
What was the last modern game you played?
I'm currently playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
You're currently playing that.
Yeah,
Are you enjoying it?
absolutely. I love the Assassin's Creed franchise. I'm an
Yeah,
RPG guy, so the retro Nintendo. I love Legend of Zelda. It's RPG.
of course.
I love God of War. I had the old God of War. I haven't got the new one yet because
You
I
haven't
don't
got.
have.
Oh, damn it! I was hoping to be
Dude,
able to talk to you about that.
so I have probably 4 or 5 Assassin's Creeds. Um, I played several Final Fantasies too, but Assassin's Creeds. My 14-year-old playing all the Assassin's Creeds also now. So we
Vato,
did.
this will get you kicked out of my stream. You shut your whore mouth.
So we did. We did. I think I did Assassin's Creed 2 or 3. I tried to do the one where during the Revolution. I just didn't have time to get into it. I forget what that was called. Then Origins really got me back into it. AC Origins, and then I did Odyssey because it was very similar to the layout. And then I went back and got Black Flag, played that
Oh,
and beat it.
probably
When
the
that
best one out of every one.
it was, yeah, I hate the sailing in Odyssey, and it's amazing how they messed it up so much because they did Black Flag 10 years earlier, and it was amazing.
It was perfect.
It was. It took a little while for me to get used to it, but I'm like, man, this is so much nicer than the newer games. How did they mess this up? So it was like one of those things. They went too far, right? They need to bring back the Black Flag. And I'm currently playing Valhalla, and I feel like I had to delete the game for the update that came down in December. And I think that it added like 3 more worlds, and I'm like, I can't spend 200 hours playing this video game. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but at this point, it's. I think I got an email update from them. It told me how many hours I spent playing so far, and I'm like, man, this game needs to be done. This is. What's your personal favorite scent you make? So by far, my favorite scent, still my favorite scent, is King Koopa. My favorite scent. I like tobacco. I like tobacco scents. Not deep, dark, heavy tobaccos, but it's just a great scent. And I don't know if it's because it's the scent that has the most essential oils in it. So it has real lemon, real lime, and real bergamot essential oils in that one. So it just, to me, just smells the best. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you emailed me this question, and I haven't responded to your email. I said earlier in the stream, there's a couple emails I got to get to. I read them, but I just haven't been able to respond. I thought about it. So the wax melts were primarily for our Christmas market we did. It was a 3-day market. I made all new candles, and I made just a ridiculous amount of wax melts. And what I did was, which is pretty cool, I think, was I made like a generic label, and then this generic label, and then what I did is I can print these in my shop here. So I just made a ton of these background labels, and then print these scents. So it makes making wax melts a lot more flexible, so I can do a lot more scents in them, honestly. than just like our candle line and have to worry about ordering labels for everything. So, but I probably will add them to the website. I have the new candles up there. The problem with the wax melts is this is Grandpa's pipe, which is really good. I do have some pink peach and I actually have a few pine and cedar ones left. Ooh, I just have a few pine and cedar ones left. I sent, but I need to add the wax melts to the website. I do. Make a note, get those added. The issue is just like how to add. It'll probably just be a variant and a drop down, and whatever I'm able to make with the scents that I make. I'll add them. But were you looking for a specific scent in the wax melts? Rashi 49.
Carrie, I believe
people ask about this.
Carrie, I am just as much of a gun enthusiast as you two would be.
I love guns too. We're big. I mean, we each had our concealed handguns license, me and my wife, for over 10 years now. Although you don't need it in Ohio anymore, which is nice. It's constitutional carry.
Gotta have it here in Minnesota. It's stupid, but it is what it is.
There's a lot more states changing to that. It's been more recent the last few years. So I imagine in Minnesota, they probably don't want to pass that yet.
Yeah.
With everything Minnesota's been through. So
yep. Exactly.
It'd be the new Wild Wild West out there, I think, right
now. But yeah, like this feeds into that Battlefield, but I haven't played them recently, and Call of Duty can suck my dick. I fucking full of little children.
So it depends. So like the Battlefield, I played both of those. Battlefield feels a little more realistic with the kickback and stuff like that. And Call of Duty, I used to play a lot just online with a bunch of buddies, work buddies. We'd work 10 hours a day and get home before, married or kids and stuff. And we would just, one buddy would run around with a shotgun, just blowing people away on the team. Another guy would be a sneaky guy with a knife, and stuff like that. So I still have a lot of Call of Duty. Call of Duty was a lot of fun. I love that.
My love for Call of Duty died at Modern Warfare 2, the original one.
Yeah, that was. I think I had more Black Ops than anything. I think I had Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The gameplay was fun.
Yeah,
like if you weren't online, but I actually have Pink Peach and several wax melts already made up. So it's literally just me adding them to the website. So I'll work on trying to get those added.
One day, Rashi. One day.
I mean, I could probably just create them now and add them, but it just wouldn't have a picture. It just wouldn't have a picture.
Exactly, Ellie. Exactly. I can't handle little children screaming in my ear. So I don't play.
So I don't do online. My kids wanted to get into Fortnite, and we tried playing it a couple times, and it was just a nightmare trying to play that. And so they never really got into that. We'll do a lot of Mario Kart and stuff like that, but I see updates on some of the gaming channels I follow about those kids and the kids talking and stuff.
Have a good night, Ray.
See you later, Ray. Yeah, we're almost done, Ray. We'll be out of here soon.
We'll be out of here in a little bit. But
yeah.
I just finished God of War Ragnarok. I like that series, that franchise is like right here with Castlevania for me. I've played every single one of them. I've beat the ever-living piss out of every single one of them. And
all the originals too?
All the originals too.
I have all those unopened. I got them sealed copies of them somehow at a game store.
Yeah.
And I had never played them, so I still have them sealed.
No,
But I
I
played the newer one, not the one that just came out, but the one before
the
that.
one before it.
It was amazing, amazing game.
Yes,
It
it
was
was.
like RPG, but it wasn't like Assassin's Creed where you can just wander around for hours and not do anything. It's still RPG, but you kind of have a set path that you were
it's
on
it's
in the
still
last.
semi-linear. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
You can kind of choose areas you want to go to, but then there's a certain path you follow to accomplish things,
Yep.
which was nice because you just didn't get lost in the middle of nowhere forever. So
Yeah, like Valhalla, you can play for hours on end and never complete a single objective.
yeah, yeah.
Because I played the original story to Valhalla. I never did any of the DLCs or any of that, but I've got so many hours into that game just doing the random shit everywhere. So yeah, that's what I liked about Ragnarok, and like what I like about the God of War series is they branched into that semi RPG where you had some different areas you can go to and you can go back and revisit, but there's still that linear path
Yeah.
you have. Have a good night, Chris. Thanks for stopping in, man.
There, man.
But Dead Space remake came out today. So I'm like toying with the idea if I want to get that. But ever since I finished Ragnarok, I've been playing League of Legends.
Corey plays that.
Corey plays League of Legends?
I think so.
Are you still in here, Corey? But yeah, I played League of Legends from 2010, 11-ish. I played it like nonstop every day for hours. And then I realized how bad my addiction had gotten to it. And I quit playing for 4 years. And then I recently just picked it up again. And
where is that? Just online, League of Legends?
Yeah, it's just online and it's on PC.
Okay.
I can't remember what they.
We don't have a good. We don't have, our PC's the old IBM ThinkPad that is kind of just the backup to the backup now. So.
Yeah, I play it on this. I play it on this laptop. Basically, the only time I can play is if nobody's home, and I can turn off everything else from the internet.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
that's cool.
To reiterate to everybody.
Yeah, that new God of War is on my list, man. But it's just my kids love watching me play that too. Like they watched me play the old one. I mean, it was a little rough at some points. And I played Red Dead Redemption a lot too. But I had to play that after they went to bed. But yeah, Valhalla is the new one I'm playing. I really want to get the new God of War, so that's cool to hear you like it.
I highly recommend it if you are a fan of the series.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing series. So,
but to reiterate to everybody before we take off, through the weekend, BOTN 10 will save you 20% for 8-bit.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. 2 hours. I feel like a pretty good stream, man. Had a good time. So I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, of course. There will be another. There will be another time.
Melts. I'm gonna get a generic wax melt added right now to the website. I'm gonna work on it. Spend 5 more minutes. I'm gonna get. It won't have a picture, or maybe I'll just take a picture of my phone right here and just wax melt. So.
Thanks for everybody for hanging out, stopping in, contributing. Thank you, Shaun, for joining me on stream tonight.
Yeah,
definitely enjoyed it.
Great night, man. Great night.
Catch you all later.
Later.